Alrighty, folks, big announcement. Something I'm going to do in this video for the very first time is I'm going to give you a sneak peek of the February 17th and 18th event. I'm going to show you the speakers, the current agenda. This is subject to change, but we've had an overwhelming response to people that want to be there and speak. So I thought I would show you just a taste of what we're going to do. But before we do that, we got to do the hub call. We got to catch up on what's going on, and we always go in the order that people joined. So, Carlos, you were first today. Looks like you're inside a flip. What's going on?
Yes, actually, this is the beginning stages. This is how the house looks. Just a quick view. Dirty carpet, stained carpets. The walls are smoked for, I think, believe the guy owned the house for 30 years. So you can
Oh,
still
yeah.
see the frame.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, that'll tell you something.
that they like the smoke. So this is a 3-2, and it's in a nice, I would say nice area.
Yep,
Real calm, very a working class neighborhood,
yep, yep.
backyard. So we're gonna be in the next 4 weeks, demoing, repairing. We're gonna be keeping some stuff like the cabinets here are gonna
Yeah, those
stay.
cabinets look good. Yeah, you got to paint them.
Yes, we're gonna paint them. Yeah,
Yeah,
and so update the fixtures, give it some life, and get it ready for a family, uh, home, first time home buyer.
yeah,
And if if that's the plan.
yeah. That's where you want to play today, right? If I would, if I was being aggressive like I was back in the day, I'd be trying to buy all of the ugly ducklings that have good bones and just clean them up. My goal would be to sell to FHA and VA buyers all day long below the median, probably substantially below the median.
Right.
Even with the slow months coming, which I've told people we're only doing great deals, I it's still there's still value to be had, and I think the project you're on. I'd love to get a walkthrough video if you can, just to maybe show folks. We love to load those on the channel. People like to see projects, so if you get some time, that'd be great.
Yes, I will.
Awesome,
Excellent.
buddy. Well, thank you. If somebody wanted to call you and get a bid or a quote or all of that, let's do that right now because I'm going to show the schedule in a minute. How do they do that?
Well, definitely, they can always reach out through your phone call at 559-681-8431. That's 559-681-8431. And definitely anybody even outside of Fresno looking
Yeah.
into something here in Fresno, give us a call and we'll love to help you out and hit a home run with you guys.
There you go. Folks, you can always go through the playlist called Walkthroughs. You can see some of the projects that Carlos has been on, some of the ones he's done for me. Amazing work. Go get a bid, light turn, heavy turn, whatever it is. Give him a shot. You won't be disappointed. Amy, how you doing?
I'm good.
What's going on? I remember something we talked about. Gosh, it might have been 60 days ago. Is there still kind of grants or whatever they're called out there for first-time home buyers in Fresno? Is that still something out there or did all that money get spent?
As far as I know, there's still funds available, and I think it's because it's not for everyone, but for
Right.
the ones that do qualify, it's a terrific program. But we have other programs too. So if they don't fit that one, we've got amazing programs. We've got a new Home Zero program that is through U Mortgage. We've got several DPA programs. I mean, not to mention the FHA, VA. We've got strong lending partners that, we're not afraid to open up the rate stack and really look to see what makes sense for everybody.
Yeah.
The rates are a little higher, but, we can work around it. So,
Yeah, you got don't forget the 203K loan. And one of the reasons I love that you're part of the hub is this is the time where you can really write great offers. And if you're going to do that effectively, you got to work with a good mortgage broker because a lot of people just think price. But when you look at the complete picture, maybe it's a little price, a little rate buy down, a little seller credit here, right? It's the combination. It's frankly the multiple scenarios, Amy, that you can
exactly.
run for folks that we
Yeah,
appreciate you for.
you need to work with a lender who isn't afraid to structure a deal and not just give you a pre-approval.
Yeah, exactly. Again, folks, we're heading into a very interesting winter. Again, I've talked about only doing great deals. Part of getting great deals is working with a mortgage broker who will give you multiple scenarios because I think a lot of you would be shocked that sometimes the lowest price isn't the best deal for you. Obviously, a lower price is great, but if you can trade lower price for rate buy down and all these other components, maybe there is a better mousetrap for you. Amy, if somebody wanted to reach out and see what's available to them, but also understand what is going on in Fresno, how would they do that?
Okay, greatmortgagebroker.com or 559-472-0686.
That is awesome. And then big old boy, Matt, the mortgage guy, something that you didn't get to hear is I'm going to show the schedule, the rough schedule of our February 17th and 18th event, which you are going to be a part of. But before we get to that, what's going on?
I'm here another day in mortgage paradise, man. Thanks for having me. I'm looking forward to that event. I know the one that you announced this morning.
Yeah.
From
Sean
Think Media,
Cannell.
Sean
Yeah.
Cannell. That one I'm excited. I'm excited about all of them. You know, I saw Jason speak last week, and he's going to be there with his wife. So it's going to be an awesome event. But as far as things we got going on, rates are higher, but I'm going to reiterate what we've said on this channel a lot. And you said it too, a combination of things, whether it's price, whether it's 1-0 buy down, 1-1 buy down, permanent buy down. I have a perfect example of how this works. And in this case, I've got an investor buddy who does, fix and flip rehabs. He gets done with a duplex. It's in a great neighborhood. Rents are really strong. He's got a number. I know his number, net 600. Investor comes along, has a conversation before it even hits the market and says, I've got my number. It's got to be $3,800 a month, all in payment, for it to cash flow and make sense to me. So I know both sides.
Yeah.
So I went to work and I said, if you structure it 615 with 15,000 in credit, that 15,000 in credit buys us down permanently to 6.99%. And all in, principal, interest, tax, insurance, $3,800 payment. Investor goes, great. I win. Seller goes, got my 600. I win. Everybody wins. And we're in a market, especially for these next, 2 quarters, where that's what we're looking for on the mortgage side. How do we help both sides win?
Yeah.
And this was just a prime example of that. So I'm excited because it's one of those things where if you don't know, you don't know, but the mortgage brokers, the real estate agents, and the investors or buyers of primaries that know, these are the conversations. This is what we're trying to talk about. We're trying to get to what's important to you. Cash out of pocket, monthly payment, both. And so we get all the information, then we solve.
Yeah, that's awesome. And again, I love what you and Amy do. Love what you mortgage does. It's just understanding what's important to the client. You're kind of team buyer, obviously, right? You're providing the mortgage for the buyer, but it often does take what's important to the seller because you've got to create that win-win scenario. So I love what you do. Where would people reach out if they wanted to get something started?
Greatmortgagebroker.com. And Amy shared her phone number. She's local in Fresno. If you're looking in Fresno and you want somebody that's able to, meet you at the hub for a consultation, or who knows the good street versus the bad street, definitely we'll get you in touch with Amy. She got local knowledge.
Yeah, I tell you what, folks, if you're a lot of folks that follow me want to invest in Fresno, I'd be picking Amy's brain. She's got no skin in the game. She wants to tell you what's going on, to take that opportunity. Amy, one more time, what's the number? So we want to text you and reach out and see, get that conversation started.
559-472-0686.
All righty, folks, we are going to do something that I am excited. I'm going to give you a sneak peek into the current draft of the 50,000 sub party event. It's happening in in Las Vegas, February 17th and 18th, President's Day weekend. This is morphed into a bigger vision for me. I'm trying to put it on an event for the full-time employees. I believe getting wealthy is very simple. It's a 3-step process. You've got to create disposable income, dry powder. You got to become elite at something, and then it takes 10 years. That is kind of my overarching framework that I put this schedule together for. I've had lots of people reach out to me, say they want to be a part of this. So I will show you the folks that currently have made the cut. I'm reaching out to a few more folks in our network, but let's show you what the current view looks like. So hopefully you guys can see that now. Yep. Yes? Very cool. All right, so the party festivities start at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning with registration, housekeeping, probably lots of pictures, and nice to see you. Lots of people just running around. We'll do a quick kickoff and housekeeping at 8:45, 9 a.m., tell you where everything's at, what's going to be happening through the day. And then we start off with Fresno's only, the amazing investors, but even better people, Jason and Jen Pritchard. They're going to come on, and I've asked them to talk about the relationship, talking about money. Because if you don't know, Jason's and Jen's story made my second book, where Jason essentially burned the boats. He quit his job, took laddered up all his credit cards, credit lines, everything he could to give this a shot. It obviously worked out, but we could talk about that stressful time. You could ask Jen questions because she was still working. She was still paying the bills. So lots of folks talk about husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend. How do you do that together? I cannot think of a better couple to kind of open us up with that discussion. Then we're going to bring on the one and only Brian Adamson, who is focused on out-of-state investing, or I've done out of area, but not out of state. So a lot of folks are interested in out of state. So we're going to bring on the one and only Brian Adamson. He is a wealth of knowledge. And the other thing about these events, folks, this is not death by PowerPoint. This is each speaker taking a topic for 10 to 15 minutes, and then we open it for audience questions. There will be a microphone on the right and the left where you get to ask these wonderful millionaires questions. And then after Brian Adamson, we have the one and only CEO of Think Media, Sean Cannell. If you want to talk about starting YouTube or how to create side hustles or all the things that are available to you, there is no one better. Sean Cannell has graciously agreed to come out and speak. Then we're going to have lunch for 90 minutes, networking, getting around. There's going to be lots of things to do and see. After lunch, we're going to get the one and only Adrian Hernandez talking about mindset and things of that nature going forward, because this is hard. And if you let any, let a drop of oil into the water, it's not drinkable. So we'll talk about that. We're going to get the great Beth Traverso, who is a top 1% national agent. You're going to talk to someone who started house hacking as a single female while being essentially a busser or a waiter at a bar. Lots of questions you can ask Beth. Then we're going to get Matt, the mortgage guy, up there with two other lenders that we have on the channel, Convoy and Velocity. You're going to talk to how to get money, what to do, what not to do, things of that nature. We're going to have a full lending panel, lots of questions. And then we're going to have a guest speaker come in, the uneducated economist, someone who has been on my channel. I've been on his. Lots of people like what he has to say because he's in the lumber business. He's in the retail lumber business. He is the gentleman that talks from his car with the fuzzy dice. A lot of people like what he has to say. So he has graciously agreed to come out and talk to us. Then we're going to have a break for dinner and networking. Again, we're staying at the facility. And then I've paid to have a concert. We are at the Blind Center. I did a full 10-minute walkthrough of the facility on Friday. One of the things that I paid for is the Broken Spectacles. It's the house blind band. So they're going to give us a live concert for an hour. And then it hasn't been lost on me. This is supposed to be a party. So the last hour on Saturday will be a party, a celebration, 50,000 subs, all of that. So that's Saturday. We're going to go from 8 a.m. till 10 p.m. So that's a 14-hour day. Lots of speakers, networking, all of that. Not to be outdone, we're coming back on Sunday where Ty, normally a part of the hub calls, but he's a little bit under the weather, will kick us off. We are going to have that ADU guy come on. I think that is a strategy that is the best strategy right now in lots of states and cities. Then we're going to have Dan Bird, who is our Sunday stock guy, come on. We'll have Bo Eckstein talk about buying small businesses. We've all heard Cody Sanchez talk about buying boring businesses, but darn it, how do you get the money? We're going to have Bo come up and speak. One more lunch. Then we're going to have Lance Lambert from Fortune. Housing. Lance from Fortune has agreed to fly out and talk to us. It's nice to have him in the room. And then finally, I think we're going to close with Millennial Mike, Dion, Matt the Lumberjack, and I, kind of that final 90-minute panel to kind of wrap us up. Again, taking questions from the audience. So again, we've got a 14-hour day followed by a 9-hour day, 23 hours, all of these great speakers. Guys, any questions, thoughts? You guys are the first to see this.
This looks like a crazy value dump. I can't wait to hear from all these folks. And like you said, I've been to a lot of different, networking meetings. I've been to a lot of different events. being able to ask questions directly to somebody is so much more valuable than, you know, a 30, 45 minute, just, you know, somebody speaking into a microphone and people kind of zone off. So the interactive part of it, the asking questions part of it, I'm going to start putting together questions for Sean Cannell. I'm always thinking about how I'm going to learn along with others, because that's what happens in any environment like that. You ask questions, it helps you, but somebody's questions to the ADU guy about how to do it in their city is going to help other people that might be too shy to ask the question, or they just, you know, didn't know to ask that question. So it's going to be awesome, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. And Carlos, you've actually paid for you and your wife to be VIP members. So you're coming out to the event. You're going to be in the VIP room. What do you think, man? You're going to get to see all these guys.
Well, one of the things I want to share is that every year I've, for the last 2 years, I've saved money to participate in masterminds. So, this year I was thinking, what am I going to do next year? And sure enough, when you announced, I was like, all right, I'm going to do Michael Zuber. I'm going to fly out to Martha with me, because it's important that your spouse be there with you.
Yes.
You know, while she's at home, you know, handling, you know, holding base, you know, she needs to be in the same page so that we can grow. And then, of course, I want to listen to Jen and Jason, how they got, you know, where they got to, and goal is to grow. I'm a little over 40 years old, and so I like to tell people that I woke up at 40, and I want to make sure people know that, you know, it's not for the young guys. You know, it's not only young guys, it's not single guys. You know, it's, you know, a 20-year-old marriage. Hey, make it better. Let's make it sweeter. Let's do it. And this is something that I would love. I'm gonna enjoy. I know that I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna learn, because each mastermind, I always come up with nuggets of value, and and meet and greet. It's always great, and so I'm excited. And I invite anybody who hasn't bought a ticket yet. I'm sure the tickets, right, Michael? Or
we've got about 130 tickets left. We've already sold out 50%. So, and it's VIP sold out. We only have general admission, $199. It's $199. 2 full days, concert, party, crazy value, less than $10 an hour.
Yeah,
no, it's cheap.
Yeah, and it's gonna be, it's not cheap. It's valuable. It's value, and I really inspired everybody, especially in these times where you hear the opposite. You want to be in, want to hear and grow.
Yeah. Again, there's plenty of opportunity. Where there's great pain, there's great opportunity. I know lots of folks will be out there. But again, this event, as I'm putting it together, was aimed at full-time employees, you know, putting together a path to get wealthy in 10 years. And hopefully people see that. So, Amy, any closing thoughts? This is the first time you've heard about this event, I think. But anything jump out at you?
I love that you're doing this for full-time employees, because not very many full-time employees have an opportunity to gain this much knowledge and know, like, may have a plan to get, you know, independently wealthy. There's just not a whole lot out there. So I just think it's fabulous. I mean, $199, that's just crazy.
Yeah. A lot of people put on events. It's all about the entrepreneurs and, you know, this and that. And that's just not who I am, right? I've been very honest with folks. I don't see myself as an entrepreneur. I might consider myself now a decent investor, but I was always the employee, right? Go to school, get a good job, get a higher degree, and just bust your ass. And that was the path. And it doesn't have to be the path. So that's what these 2 days, and it's on President's Day weekend in Vegas. So you can travel out Monday. So you can be with us all day, Saturday and Sunday. Guys, let's go around one more time. Carlos, if somebody wanted to call, get a bid, quote, all of that good stuff, or see you in Vegas, how would they reach out to you?
Well, definitely give us a call at 559-681-8431. That's 559-681-8431.
Awesome. And Amy, if somebody wanted to reach out, see all the great programs that you offer in Fresno, maybe get a little advice on Fresno, how they're reaching out to you?
greatmortgagebroker.com, or give me a call or shoot me a text at 559-472-0686.
And folks, Matt the Mortgage Guy is going to be one of our speakers. If you want to put comments below or questions you want him to get prepared for, go for it. But you know what? I just say surprise him, make him dance, get on his feet.
Surprise me. And just like in the course, Mike, I kind of pulled back the, you know, the covers or the curtains or whatever you want to call it. Any questions you have about lending, I'm more than happy to, because I think that's you know, something that people, you know, they don't ask the questions or they don't know, they're afraid to. I love to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, the tips, the tricks, all the things. Looking forward to that panel. Thanks, Mike.
You got it, man. You guys are amazing. Thank you for allowing me to kind of tweak the hub call to show you something I've been passionately working on the last several weeks. You are the first to see it. Guys, if you like the agenda, leave comments below. Just so you know, I've got invites out to Anna Kelly, Greg Dickerson, and several more folks. So I reserve the right to change this agenda, but I wanted to show you how it's shaping up today. Thanks, guys. Take care.
Thanks,
Later.
Bye-bye.